Welcome back to another episode of Outland Warriors, and tonight I have my custom post-apocalyptic Camaro. This is a totally original design of mine, and I call this one Lazerwave. Since it's an 80s Camaro, I wanted to give it like kind of an 80s kind of title to it. Kind of sounds like an Autobot name too. I'll start with the front portion of the car. This windshield is actually the back louvers of the Hemi Cuda model that I used to make the Interceptor model of mine, which is my first episode of Outland Warriors. And there's more of the Interceptor parts I swapped from this one to that one. I even took some of the plastic A-pillar out and used a metal coat hanger, almost like a roll cage in there. The hood is the stock Camaro Z28 hood, but I just drilled these 4 portholes to break up the flatness of the hood. This is just a piece of thin cardboard I used to gap the hood with the front. Now the very front end is actually the early 70s Dodge Daytona NASCARs flipped upside down. Now the body of my early 70s Dodge Daytona I'm using to make the red RX from the Road Warrior, so I'll be reviewing that soon. I also took some of the front fender off to give it an exposed look. Once again, unsymmetrical, very Mad Max. Got Mickey Thompson front drag radials. You can still see the Z28 emblem. It's pretty cool. Now for the passenger side, this is the same kind of paint technique I'm going to be saying over and over again, but it's flat black, and then I got a flat primer gray color, and I either held it far away to give it a spray effect, or hold it up close to actually look like body primer to stop the rust around the rear fenders. I used the mixture of brown and copper acrylic to give it the dirt look around the wheels, and the copper around, some of the door jambs and the chrome parts, because they would rust first in the post-apocalyptic future. The rear of the car, I wanted to hide the body shape of the Camaro because it's very distinctive, just like I did with the front, different front end. Oh, I think somebody just got shot. And what it is just like cardboard, thin cardboard pieces I cut out to make this strange louver, huge wing kind of look. This custom model is actually on madmaxmodels.com under the custom ones. Now that I look at it, I did a lot of detail, but for some reason the rear taillights, I didn't do too much except put the dirt acrylic on it. The driver's side, I did more of the copper rust. The same with the primer around the wheel wells. You can see the speckling there. It looks really authentic. The more like layers, as long as you don't overdo it, even it's hard to explain. Just randomness, and it looks real. It really looks like it was out in the desert and very weathered. The door, I painted gray, making it look like it's from a different car. And I put a blue pinstripe straight down the middle. Did I mention the other side too? I did a pink, kind of Z looking thing. The very late 80s, early 90s. Now underneath, there's not too much. The back here I covered up with a piece of cardboard. There's probably a huge gap there, that's why. Now, there's a big gap there, and that's because I used these rear tires that came with this model kit for my Interceptor model. This is actually a 3rd generation drag car model. That's why the setup underneath is so extreme. I went quickly underneath with the paint, the dirt and the rust color, which looks alright. And I used some of that cardboard modeling tubing to make like a side pipe that comes straight out. So that'll do it for another episode. If you see any of these at like a flea market of any car, 1/24th scale or bigger, you can get them for super cheap. And if you have house paint, any kind of paint, acrylic, enamel, it doesn't matter. You can make some kind of awesome looking Mad Max car. Alright, so that'll be it for tonight. Adios, and have a good night.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.